also a member of the prestigious ELC, none other than Isaiah's dad, Mr. Erik Robinson.
Woohoo! Wow.
Woo!
Yes, let's go. Oh,
Let's
I'm
go, let's go,
excited.
let's go.
And Jock, you know what? I'm excited. And then at that last moment, you just took me back. And you just, like, I'm Coach Erik over here, right? Here and only here, I'm Coach Erik. When I go out in the rest of the world with my family, I'm Isaiah's dad, Erica's dad, Remy's dad. And I finally found a place where I feel like Cheers. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. I finally know my name. And then Jock's like, Isaiah's dad, Erik, Coach Erik Robinson. Oh, man, he done came and stole my platform. Woo! Love it. I'm excited. I'm fired up, y'all. And I was going to say, from myself, thank y'all so much for the wonderful kind words to Isaiah. And I'm hearing it not as a father, and it took me a while towards the end just to really receive it as a father, because I was receiving it as a business partner. Like, y'all are saying great things to our business partner. You know what I mean? And so it wasn't like personal. It was personal because, like, this is my team. It could have been, y'all could have been saying the same great things as Jock said to about all of his team members, right? And I felt the same way. Like, Isaiah's part of the team. And it's the team member saying the team. Then I had to slow down. It's like, wow. You know, and I started thinking, Isaiah, it's like, man, you know what? Well, he really is kind of like my son, right? Not kind of like he is.
Not kind of like my son.
And one of the things that Mary Wilson was talking about, hey, you know, the ride up to New York. Riding with me and Dr. Mary in the car sometimes ain't easy, okay? You know, for the most time, it's not easy being a passenger with us in the car. Because Mary's go nonstop. She doesn't stop working, and I'm usually, my mind is going someplace else different than her place, and it's like a clash. And some people just sit back and say, "Oh man, this is just it's entertaining." But and I just realized something. You know, Isaiah, you do have a presence, right? And you know, a lot of your career, and listen to Andy talk about sports, and let's bring it all together in church. You know, you have a really strong faith base, and sometimes you don't preach that and push that, but you do if people sit down and talk with you. But just understanding, you know, because of your sports background, being a quarterback, you had to operate most of your career and your life in your sports world under chaos. You had to be calm under chaos. And because I always wonder, I always say, I can't never rattle him, right? Like, even though I'm yelling and screaming, and sometimes one time I looked at him, he was older, and I was like, oh. And I gave him a hug. I never forget the Jack. I think I told you. I was like, I was mad as a father, just mad at him because something he did, and just, you know, typical father being mad at the son. And then I was like, man, you know what? Just forget about it. Just give me a hug. And I went to give him a hug. And I was like, huh? I was like, he's kind of big here. So it made me realize, like, good thing I didn't get too mad, Troy. I would have to use my kung fu, and I didn't know my kung fu would work. I had to go back to Troy's kung fu class, and I was like, I missed a couple sessions, so I didn't realize like how big. Then it dawned on me, like, yeah, as a college quarterback, he's under pressure from these guys who, you know, NFL quality guys who are coming at you at fast speeds, 300, 250 pounds, and he still has to manage the play amidst the chaos that's coming his way. And then you got to do it again. Whether success or failure, you got to do it again, right? And if you throw an interception, which you've done thrown a few in your lifetime, you got to come back and what? Do it again. Yeah. I'll never forget. In high school, y'all was playing. It was like the number 1 and number 2 team. You was playing McDonald High School in Baltimore, and y'all was the top 2 ranked team in the state. Even though y'all was undefeated, they had y'all ranked number 2 because they didn't know nobody. And McDonald was number 1. And it was a night game. It was cold outside. Never forget, like the first series of that game, you threw an interception. And it was a pick 6. Threw the interception, boom. They ran the other way. Oh, the crowd was going, the jam-packed crowd, and they was going off. And I remember seeing you on the sideline, and I remember the coach walked over. He told me this after the game. The coach walked over to you, and then he just turned around. And after the game, he said, Mr. Robinson, and then after the game, y'all turned around and spanked him after that play. Ran up you had 4 touchdowns. You know, y'all just took it over and controlled, dominated the game, and then y'all became number 1 in the state of Maryland. But what happened was, I asked the coach after, he said, Mr. Robinson, after Isaiah threw that touchdown, I went over to him to see if he was all right. I looked in his eyes, and he said, I'm good. I got this. Biggest game of that school's history. You throw an interception, first series, and everybody's like, oh, what's going on? What's going to happen, right? They're Goliath and we're David. And ironically, after that season, y'all became Goliath and nobody in the league wanted to play you. They actually kicked y'all out the league because they was like, y'all too big, y'all too powerful. But at that moment, they didn't know. And he looked in your eyes and you said, I got this. So I just want to say that, Zay, you do have an ability to, you've been trained to weather the calm no matter what. And what does that got to do with most of us? See, a lot of us haven't been trained to measure to be calm in the chaos. See, Troy, I think you with your martial arts training, y'all teach you how to be calm in the chaos. Military teaches you how to be calm in the chaos. When you look at the basketball player and they go to the free throw line, some are so good and some people, they got to learn how to be calm in the chaos. Everybody's booing and going crazy. You know, and I watched Siobhan Bowman. I watched some of your highlights of your daughter, right? Danae, and I'm watching her, you know, she wasn't leading scorer in that school. And I'm realizing she learns how to be calm in the chaos. So when I watched her do her speech that she did, you know, they had her do the speech and she practiced her speech that she was doing. And I think she came here on the call and prepared her speech for the athletic department's dinner banquet. She has always been able to be calm. And this is her first time speaking, but it wasn't her first time being in the chaos. Are y'all with me? And transferring that. So what does that got to do with us here? I want y'all to understand something. That's what this morning call is developed. This morning call, we get on here, tell our success stories. So it prepares us to be calm in the chaos, right? We're on in the morning, you got things going around. Most of y'all not just sitting pretty like, you know, in your office. Some of y'all are moving and grooving, calls coming. I'm sitting here, my phone is dinging, bing, bing, bing. Eric, pay attention, what's going on, right? And so there's chaos going on, but are you able to be calm in the chaos? And ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to tell you, that's a trained skill. You know, I look at a young lady on a call, Maya Spencer. And I know, Maya, I'm sorry, I shout you out, but I'm gonna shout you out because, you know, most of your life and your career, and she's one of Young Money Millionaires, and Isaiah and her did a phenomenal interview. So y'all, when that thing drops, I don't know if it dropped yet. They got it out there. You got to watch it because she's a former WNBA player, right? And it had played at the professional level, but played at a high level in college. And as a point guard, you have to be calm in the chaos, right? The other team, they call it pressing you. When they bring the basketball up, they want to press you. They want to rattle you. They want to rattle you. And sometimes they call it full court press. Sometimes you're the presser, you're the chaos, Maya, right? You've been the chaos. And then sometimes now you're bringing the ball in, the chaos is coming at you. But you know what happens when you got somebody like a Maya Spencer who's bringing the ball up court? After a while, they do the full court press and they realize they can't rattle her. The team backs off. They retreat. They're like, all we doing is wearing ourselves out. See, I want y'all to get to the point where chaos around you starts to retreat. Once you elevate and you get better, and Jock talked about the 10X is easier than 2X. Once you start realizing that 10X really is easier than 2X, the chaos levels out. The chaos levels out, y'all. Somebody said, see you at the top because the bottom's way too crowded. Once you start elevating your game, you realize it's different, right? They can't, sometimes in sports, they call it in a zone. And Zay, I know y'all seen you been in the zone before. And we've all sometimes, like whoever, right now, this team is in a zone. Not in sports, we're in a zone, y'all. Are y'all catching what I'm saying? You can feel the energy, you can feel it. Even if you're like, hey, I haven't done anything, but I'm part of that zone. The cheerleader gets a ring in sports. When you win your team win a championship, even the cheerleader gets a ring. The great organizations, the guy at the snack machine, they make sure everybody who's a part of the organization gets a ring. Are y'all with me? Because they was part of, they may not have been on the field, but they was a part of the people on the court, on the field, being able to perform. Are y'all with me? Now, I'm not telling y'all that you ain't going to perform. I'm telling y'all, if you get in this wave, if you catch the wave right now, we talking about 6 figures in 6 months. If you can catch this wave, I know, guess what's going to happen at the end of the wave, y'all? Oh, y'all ain't hearing me.
Multiple six-figure earners.
What's going to happen, Eric?
On the show, six figures.
You're going to make 6 figures in 6 months. It may not be month number 1, month number 2, but it could be month number 3, 4. You just heard Jock just say, man, bam, they got 20 grand in a week, right? That could be 20 grand in a month. You do 20 grand in a week, do that 2 weeks in a month, that's $40,000 in a month. You do that for a couple of 2 months, bam, it could be last 2 months. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Like, once you start to understand what's possible, Siobhan, you say, hey, what, you want somebody who can push you beyond the dreams and thoughts that you can? I got to get to $1 million. That means I need a whole lot of people making 6 figures in 6 months. Are y'all with? I need a lot of people making 6 figures in a month. And once you start understanding, hey, it may be easier to make 6 figures in 1 month than it is to make 6 figures over a year.
Facts, Eric.
It's facts. It is.
You just got to change your mindset and just change your approach and just get at it.
Some of y'all ain't gonna like this statement, but some of y'all gonna catch it. Donald Trump is running for president. He may or may not win, but Donald Trump is already a multi-millionaire, billionaire. How does he have time to run for president? Because it's easy, his money's already moving for him. It's easy for him to continue to make millions and millions and millions. So now he got the freedom to go try to run for president. Are y'all with me? See, some of us don't even have the freedom to go walk the dogs. We don't got the time freedom to change our mind because we so wrapped in the chaos that we don't even have time to do anything else. But what I'm trying to tell you is easier. Life becomes easier once you, oh, Troy, you said leverage. Once you understand that, your brain will start to process at a different level. When your brain starts processing out of the chaos, your brain can't process in chaos. And I'm gonna wrap it up when I go back to Isaiah. Isaiah, as a quarterback, if you, the young quarterback, Isaiah, I watch, you're in the chaos, you're scrambling, you're like, go, and you're part of the chaos. The chaos is controlling you. But then once you get better, the chaos doesn't control you. Some people make Tom Brady so why they call him the great? Why? Because they say as long as it's time on the clock, he can come back. Why? Because he's not controlled by the chaos. Michael Jordan says, man, when I'm in a zone, it's like the rim is like a jumbo. It's like I can't miss. Why? Because it's still, the chaos is still there, but I'm not controlled by the chaos. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a mentality. And typically the mentality comes after you see the results. And what I'm gonna ask y'all to do is you got to believe it and then the results show up. See, most people wait till let me write a deal, then I'm gonna believe this is real. No. Belief is something you can do in a second. Belief is a choice. Hear me, y'all. Belief is a choice. You can choose to believe or you can choose to not believe. There's no fence. You either believe or you don't believe. You either believe you're going to win or you don't believe you're going to win. There's no maybe. There's no I want to. You either believe it or you don't believe it. Jacques said, did you hear the confidence in Isaiah's voice? He believes it. Most of his life, Isaiah has believed he was going to win. I'm like, Zay, how fast are you? What's your 40 time? Oh, Dad, I run a 4.4. And the man, you get the clock. Boop. Oh, man, you're a 5.1. That was a 4.4, Dad. I'm like, does he really believe it? He really believes he ran a 4.440. The clock said different, but you can't tell him he didn't believe it, right? He wasn't the fastest person on the field. I'm like, uh-oh, he's scrambling. He's taking off. I'm like, they're going to catch him. And sometimes they catch him. And I'm like, but he believed he was going. He's like, man, I remember one time he tried to dive for a touchdown, Zay. And I'm like, what were you doing? You're diving from the 5-yard line. 5 yards is 15 feet. You think you're going to dive into the end zone from the 5-yard line? And he fell a little bit short. I'm like, what were you doing? I thought I was going to make it, Dad. He believed he was going to dive 15 feet. Never done it before in his life. Didn't do it then. But that, by golly, he believed it. He's always believed that he was going to make it. Are y'all with me? And after a while, I stopped being the limiter of belief. I stopped saying, man, you are 4.4. Man, you are the fastest. You are the greatest. You are the strongest. You can jump 15 feet, right? You know what? You start to believe it. And sometimes when you see people believe it enough, either people are going to suppress you and keep thinking you're crazy, or sometimes you got to start getting around people who think you're great. See, some people are going to get around people think they're crazy, and they're going to let the crazy people bring them down. Oh, he's crazy. He's crazy. They're going to pull you down like a helium balloon tied to a rope. But then you get around some people, they're going to cut that rope and say, man, go. Buddy, you ain't crazy. You're great. You're great. You're great. I'm here to tell y'all, everybody on this line is great. I don't care if your family, your friends, your aunt, your uncle, cousin, your dad, your mama, sister, your brother, your kids. I don't care if they think you're crazy. I'm telling you, you're here on this call, 8:30 in the morning. You are freaking great. Now, you got to believe it. I believe it. The question is, you got to believe it. Make that decision to believe you're great, not wait till the results show you're great. Because if you wait up for the results, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? They may be saying ashes to ashes, dust to dust, and you're still going to take that greatness to the grave. Never being realized because you kind of waiting for somebody to validate you. You better validate yourself and the results will follow. With that being said, love y'all. Mr. Troy Gandy, can you take us today and handle the recap? Because I'm too wired up, too fired up. Oh, one quick announcement. Tonight, we talked about marketing, talked about business strategies. You can tune into Hug Zone, HUGSZONE. We got something special for y'all, and we got a special announcement, a special promo tonight. Hug Zone, HUGSZONE. We're going to be talking about how to use marketing and social media, AI, everything you need to grow and expand your business. And we got a special promo for you. So tune in to Hug Zone, HUGSZONE.com tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You got to tune in, be there. Let's go. Let's grow. With that being said,
office hours.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Office hours is going to be on experialife.com, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 1 p.m. I'm going to talk about how to recruit licensed agents. I'm going to give you all the blueprint on how to recruit licensed agents. That's what we're going to talk about. Recruiting licensed life insurance agents today in the office, 12 p.m. noon. And we're going to be today and tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to share something else, a little my special secret sauce. You got to tune the office hours for the secret sauce.
Are you recording in case I can't?
The office hours, they recorded, but I don't know where they're going to be, where they're going to get them from. So we haven't figured out where they're going to be placed. It will be recorded. Where they're going to be placed at the house, we haven't got that yet, okay? So we'll be recorded, just don't know where it's going to be. Office hours are from 12 p.m. noon Eastern Standard Time to 1 p.m. noon Eastern Standard Time at experialife.com, EXPERIORLIFE.com, experialife.com. And tomorrow, oh my goodness, how am I going to forget this? Eric, you can't forget this. Tomorrow night, we got to go 100 on the BTO, experialife.com. We're going to do a business overview. We got to start flooding the market. The team is growing. The team is expanding. People are writing deals, names you ain't never heard of, right? Chantel, come on. Let's go. The team is exploding. I need y'all to commit to trying to bring 2 people. We got 50 people on the line here. If everybody brings 1 person, we're over 100. Are y'all committed to getting over 100? Are we going to all do our part to get over 100? I don't care if they're previous business partners, if they're new guests, whatever it is, let's get to 100.
Yes.
Are y'all with me?
No.
Some of y'all got to bring your new business partners back out. You got to say, hey, y'all, let's get here. Let's go. There's something special going on. They're like, girl, you're crazy. What you talking about? But after a while, they start saying, girl, you're great. What you talking about? You're going to go from crazy to great because they're going to feel the excitement, right? They're going to feel excitement. You heard Danae say, my cousin was like, oh, girl, you're crazy. And after a while, she started talking, well, hey, hold on, maybe slow down. Maybe you might be a little bit great, right? Because the energy say, oh, girl, you got some greatness going on. I thought you was crazy in the beginning, but now I realize how great you are. I want to be a part of that greatness. So that's tomorrow, 100. Let's go. Troy Gandy.
All right. You've heard it from the best. The greatness has spoken. And we're going to go right now to our recap. So each one of you try to take at least 1 minute to give us what you got and what you found important to you today. Any hands up? Any hands up? Who's going first? Going once, going twice. Come on. Here we go. Dr. Teresa O'Day. Come on.
Oh, this village right here. Oh, like the best. Oh, I don't drink, but I think it's real sweet wine. I hear people who share that. But this village right here, we all need it. And celebrating our young people, they are the generations that will take over. So we helping them get in line, we are good. They will take care of us, right? Because we don't want all our hard work to go in vain. Ain't nobody to carry on the legacy. So taking this away, our legacy, we got to continue and make sure our young people get the right info, get immersed in the right environment so they can grow and blossom to bless them and us. So that's what I got today.
All right, all right. We
Yes.
thank you for that constant encouragement and wisdom
Thank
coming from
you.
the great doctor and phenomenal woman, Miss Teresa O'Day, Dr.
Thank
Teresa
you.
O'Day. And we'll now go on to the second phenomenal
Yes.
woman who comes with a
Let me shout
bunch
out
of
Lani is
energy.
on the line, my team member.
All
First
right.
time getting on here, Lani. I want to just give her a shout out. Miss
Okay,
Lani.
okay.
Thank
Everybody come
you.
off mute. Give her a shout out. Say, hey, welcome to the call.
Welcome, welcome,
Welcome,
welcome.
welcome, welcome.
Welcome,
Welcome,
welcome.
Welcome,
Lani.
welcome,
Welcome to the
welcome.
Welcome
Village.
to the call.
A pleasure to
Welcome.
have you.
Thank
Pleasure
you
to
all.
have you.
You are the
Continue to
best.
stay plugged in. You will get a lot of nuggets right here every morning. And the next phenomenal woman coming to us, Lady Takesha Carr, full of excitement, full of energy, always giving it to us.
You did all of that, and I'm feeling real slow today. I have no energy at all, Tony. But nevertheless, we got some great nuggets this morning. I got a couple, like 10x is better than 2. We've been reading that book. And I'm looking forward to just really 10xing this thing out. Erik said a couple of things that resonated deeply with me. One was learning how to operate under chaos. And also, like, we're in a zone, like the entire team, we're in a zone. We're maxing this thing out, and we're looking forward to growing together. And then one of the last things that really, really resonated was we're all looking to do 6 figures in 6 months. And I came to the realization the other day that 6 figures for me may be in 60 days, 90 days. And it may not take 6 months, which is what he was thinking about. Like, it may be easier to do 6 figures in 30 days versus 6 figures over the course of a year. So thank you so much for that confirmation. I appreciate it. And we're just looking forward to grow. And shout out, Shay, I see you in the back office turning green, girl.
Mm-hmm. And we'll lead that from that phenomenal
Thank you.
woman there, and we'll go to the next young man. We'll say the super birthday young man, because we ain't even gonna try to even say birthday boy anymore. He is proven to be well above that, and we're gonna give it now to Mr. Isaiah Robinson.
Thank you so much, Mr. Troy Gandy. I just want to say thank you to all the birthday wishes. It really made my day. And my recap today was buy in, be sold out, and really have that mindset. And when you have that mindset, it's like the game slows down for you. It is. I related to football when I was locked in or when I knew what I was doing, the game slowed down for me. And now when I'm talking to people, doing calls, getting better at the craft, it slows down for me. So I just want to say, really buy in and really believe. That's what I got from my takeaway today.
All right, all right. Quarterback talking. I like it. In charge and running things. All right. There are seeing no other hands. Well, we know what that means. We can't get it any better than from the number one phenomenal recap. I call her the Xperior, what they call it, paralegal. The way she takes their notes, and we're going to give it now to none other than downtown Rita Brown.
All right. Thank you, Troy. Thank you. Put yourself in order. Put yourself in check. 10x is better than 2x. Don't wait on someone else to do it for you. Do it yourself. Keep talking to your children. They will eventually come. Keep dripping. Understand the opportunity we have. Happy birthday to Isaiah Robinson. He's onboarding, field training, putting in applications, teaching and coaching the young adults. He's the younger version of his daddy, Erik. Let the younger generation connect with him. Be calm under chaos. We have to train to be calm in the chaos. The morning call is developed to prepare us to be calm in the chaos. Being calm in the chaos is a trained skill. Chaos around you can start to retreat when you change your mindset. Chaos level out when you start elevating your game. We are in a zone. Catch the wave. 6 figures, 6 months. Understand what's possible. Change your mindset and approach. Don't let the chaos control you. Believe it first, and then the results show up. Belief is a choice. You can believe you're going to win, and you also can believe you're not going to win. Get around people that think you are great and not crazy. Make the decision to know you are great. Validate yourself. The results will come.
All right, all right. There you have it. Thank you for coming back with your recap. Xpert, what do you call it? Paralegal, our Xpert paralegal. And I want to give it back now to a man who is phenomenal in his own right and does it all each and every day. And I just want to thank him for trusting me for handling this segment, Mr. Erik Robinson.
Woo! Thank you, Troy. Thank you, Rita. And I thank y'all, everyone. And I'm just gonna say, let's go. Let's go crush it. Love y'all. Have a great day, champions on purpose. See y'all tonight, 7 p.m. And Darren Goka has us. See y'all tonight at the office hours at 12. Hug Zone at 7 p.m. And Darren Goka has his Rios training at 8:30 p.m. So we got a busy day and get clients in between. Love your family, love on people, and happy birthday again, Isaiah. With that being said, goodbye.